祝大家祝你新年
万事如意，
喜无新树，年年有余，
灵蛇献瑞，好运连连。
新年好！
新年好! Depois de ano inteiro de trabalho duro, finalmente tenho algum tempo livre. As vibes de alegria neste momento do Ano Novo Chinês me lembram do Carnaval do Brasil. Durante o Carnaval, os brasileiros se vestem, saem nas ruas, dançam samba, assistem aos desfiles de carros alegóricos e desfrutam de churrasco brasileiro. Este ano, o feriado de Ano Novo Chinês passou de 7 dias para 8 dias. Fiquei feliz em saber disso.
The BBC calls the Chinese New Year the largest annual human migration on Earth. During the 2024 Spring Festival, 2.31 billion trips were made across the country.
Há velho ditado chinês: seja rico ou pobre, você deve voltar para casa no Ano Novo. Ou seja, não importa o que você tenha passado nesse ano, esta é a hora de estar com a família. É por causa disso que essa movimentação durante os feriados é tão espetacular. E então, o que as pessoas fazem quando estão em casa?
New Year's Eve dinner is a family gathering held on Lunar New Year's Eve in China and some other Asian countries. As the most important meal, it symbolizes reunion, rings out the old year and rings in the new year. Before the dinner, Chinese people clean their homes, stock up on festive goods, and decorate their houses.
But this food is upside down. So why is that?
这代表辅导了。
This is the red envelope, Jose.
How much money you put inside?
Chinese people favor auspicious numbers. For example, numbers like 6, 8, and 9. What truly matters is not the amount, but the blessings and goodwill it carries.
This for you.
No. I'm not,
Why?
I'm not a child anymore.
Oh, you're not a child anymore.
No.
In February each year, we have the Tapati Festival on Easter Island. For 12 days, the islanders show their unique culture through sports, competition, and ancestral art. People paint themselves with local symbols, compete in contests, and brave young men ride banana tree trunks downhill. My favorite parts of the island: seafood dishes and traditional desserts.
Just like Chinese New Year, the Songkran in Thailand is also listed as the cultural heritage in Thailand. Starting from 13 to 15 of April, it will be the Thai traditional New Year, also the day of the elderly and the family day. So people will start the day by making merits, by going to the temple and offering food to the Buddhist monk and splash some water to the Buddha image. And after that, they will go back to their home and they will splash some water to the elderly in their household. So in these 3 days, if you go to Thailand, you will be enjoying the biggest water festival in the world.
As a newcomer, I've recently learned some Chinese New Year traditions. For example, wearing new clothes symbolizes a fresh start, and red is essential to breed good fortune. On New Year's Eve, families eat dinner together while watching the Spring Festival Gala. I also heard that on the second day of the New Year, people welcome the God of Wealth. How fascinating that China has a deity dedicated to money, which is especially popular among young people.
There are some taboos. For instance, you should not sleep in on the first day of the New Year, as waking up early means prosperity. On the 5th day of the New Year, it is said that getting a haircut is not advisable.
After the New Year's Eve dinner, how will you spend the rest of the holiday?
Happy New Year, everyone! 新年快乐! My family and I, this year, are actually intending to spend our holiday here in Sichuan. So for my Singaporean friends heading to Sichuan, there are a couple key areas that you might wish to consider. First, Sichuan has a very rich cultural heritage. Starting in Chengdu itself, the Wuhou has a very spectacular temple festival that we experienced last year. And also, if you want to take a look at the Shu culture, Sanxingdui has an excellent museum that you can also take a look at. In terms of the natural scenery, Sichuan's natural scenery is world-class and can be seen from mountains like Qingshen and Emeishan, as well as places like Jiuzhaigou. Of course, any trip to Sichuan also has to include its greatest cultural ambassadors, the pandas. In this respect, I'd recommend a trip to Dujiangyan Panda Base, which houses our newest returnee from Singapore, Le. Singapore, of course, also has a lot to offer from a cultural standpoint. Singapore has a rich multicultural heritage. Architecture is a blend of colonial heritage, as well as the many races that have made Singapore their home. Just like Chengdu prides itself on being a park city, Singapore is a garden city, and our garden city can be seen throughout our architecture. There's a lot of space for people to interact with nature in Singapore.
This is Panda Guide. Here comes the end of the story. Follow us together to experience more Chinese New Year fun.